Welcome to the Numerology and Astrology for August 8th, 2021. If you add all those numbers together, you get a 21. And if you add the 2 and the 1 together, you get the number 3. The number 3 is the number of positive mind. It's also considered sort of a roller coaster. It's about the devil and the divine and how those two balance out in life. So today, the number 3 makes it clear how divided we are because of those swings between the darkness and the light. How some lean into things that pull them under while others seek answers to pull us up and out. Life feels like a roller coaster. Life feels chaotic and unstable. We have so much to be grateful for, but we are watching some of those things be destroyed by negligence, resistance, and fear. I often believe it is our suppressed anger and rage that causes fire and destruction. If that is true, then there is a lot of anger in the world because so much is being destroyed. It should be an incentive for each of us to look at what we are suppressing, what we are saying, and what we are doing that either fuels those fires or help us take full responsibility for what we are putting out into this world. Our thoughts matter because they fuel our actions. We need a majority of people to put their energy into those places that help save this world and heal the emotions within. This world cannot take much more of our anger. The astrology today. The new moon is in Leo. A new beginning is calling to us. This is perfect for taking the time to make some space for yourself and those creative beings that have been wanting to do different things. Grab this moment because there will be more times ahead that are going to require many more moments of tremendous effort. Work towards romance and the creative projects to help us find a place to build confidence and some pride. We have an interesting anomaly where there are 10 planets we use in astrology in the fixed signs of Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. Fixed signs can get stuck and entrenched in what they want and believe. They don't always help us address the challenges arising. This can bring up big problems around letting go and adapting to the constantly changing environment. Mercury loves to take on small projects, but Jupiter is the big project guru. We may notice that it is difficult to decide just how much we want to take on at this moment in time. I know that everyone wants to do trips, but this seems out with this new COVID variant. That leaves us working on communication skills and systems. Might as well upgrade and get your computers into a place where things can go and move more smoothly. Venus attempts to soften and purify while it is in Virgo, and Neptune is in Psychic Pisces. Time for some more diplomacy. A bit of compassion never hurts either. Our rigid places are being pummeled and tenderized. This is perfect for supporting cleanses and spiritual retreats, though. There is a desire to escape from a world that seems filled with suffering and struggle. Mercury and Pluto quincux, and this continues to make decisions difficult and confusing. I suggest a cooling off period while we digest and reflect on what is going on. Most are not open to any feedback from others. Lines have been drawn, and there are those that will not admit when they make choices that do not serve the greater good of this planet. Selfishness has taken control of some souls. While such moments need to be observed and acknowledged, they probably cannot be changed at this time. And my quote for today: when will the sun rise on a smokeless sky? When will we take action rather than cry? I want the animals to roam safe and free. I want the land to not be scarred permanently. I want to see the forests thick and wild, not hundreds of trees bulldozed and piled. I want to drive through miles of dappled leaves, letting light through with grace and ease. I remember those days, so young as a child, watching in wonder with a face that smiled. Every child should have that chance to run through the forest with the only care to dance. And my blog for today. I am grateful that so far that the winds attempt to keep the majority of the smoke at bay around me here at my house in Willits. That does not mean I am not acutely aware of the fires raging through the West. It hurts my heart in a way that I cannot explain. Perhaps it is those many animals and plants dying that breaks through the mind and tears at the heart. I only know how to keep my bird fountain clean, seeds at the ready for any birds that needed to find a new home, and a small green oasis for them to wander towards, for them to rest and regroup. My flock of banded pigeons are here like clockwork every morning after I put the seeds out. Greedy, loud, and persistent, but they are trying to survive, and I cannot be upset with them because they are trying to make it through a terrible time in history where so much nature is being destroyed. When I can help them in a small way, it would be criminal not to be that safe spot to gather seeds and help them through their day. Besides, they leave this with the seasons and find another place to wander in the winter. Oh, and the quail march by, their troop marching on. All the babies in alignment with the daddy quail at the top of my thorn bushes, patrolling for safety as they come to drink water. This weekend, we are going to go through our fire escape plans. I'm going to pack my car so I have the basic essentials ready in place to make it as simple as possible. This world is spinning out of control and the fires are randomly raging throughout the West. It is clear that many do not feel totally safe. We need to try to get corporations to stop the greenhouse gases now because these fires are putting so much CO2 in. I mean, if we can't stop the fires, we have to stop something with all the greenhouse gases. I know we're in big trouble on levels that we can't even fathom at this time. And even though history shows us the mistakes of humanity in the past, we continue to make the same mistakes over and over again. I pray to the goddess that this time we finally learn. Thanks, everyone.